Hey, Jason here from Simply Swider. So if your Whirlpool washer is making grinding noises during the wash cycle, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix it. Good news is most of these grinding noise issues can be tackled at home without calling in a pro. Before we get started, if you run into any questions, jump into our Facebook group. Links in the description. We've got thousands of people helping each other fix their appliances, and I pop in there daily to help out. That grinding sound coming from your washer during the wash cycle, I know it's nerve-wracking, especially when you don't know what's causing it. The good news is we're about to solve this mystery together. Here's the thing though, that grinding noise is actually your washer trying to tell you something's wrong. We're going to go through the 5 most common culprits, starting with the easiest fixes and working our way up. First up, let's check your pulley system. Now, the pulley in your Whirlpool washer is what connects the motor to all the moving parts. Think of it like the transmission in your car. Without it, nothing moves properly. I had this customer last month who called me in a panic because her washer sounded like a coffee grinder. Turned out the pulley belt was completely frayed and about to snap. Here's what happens. When that belt gets worn or damaged, it can't transfer the motor's power smoothly, so you get this awful grinding sound. Sometimes the washer will even shake violently during the spin cycle. For this repair, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver and about 15 minutes. First thing, unplug your washer completely and wait 5 minutes for any residual power to discharge. Then remove the control panel screws, usually 2 Phillips head screws, and set the panel aside carefully. Lay your washer gently on its side. Don't just tip it over. Remove the bottom panel screws and lift off those spring clamps on the hose to get a clear view. Look at that belt carefully. If it's frayed, cracked, or looks like it's been through a shredder, that's your problem right there. A replacement belt usually runs about 15 to 20 bucks online, way cheaper than calling someone like me for a $200 service call. The motor coupler is that small 3-pronged rubber piece you see on screen. Think of it as a shock absorber. It takes the beating from your motor's power so other plastic parts don't break. When it wears out, that's when you hear grinding. Here's the deal. These couplers are made of rubber, and rubber wears out over time. Don't ask me how I know this, but I've replaced more of these things than I care to count. When the coupler starts failing, it puts extra stress on the driving fork, and that's when you hear that grinding noise. The good news is replacement couplers are pretty affordable, usually around 10 to 15 bucks. Now here's where it gets a bit technical. Replacing the coupler isn't rocket science, but you don't want to rush it. I've seen people destroy a brand new coupler by being too aggressive during installation. You're going to need a 12 socket wrench for this job, and be gentle when you're seating the new part. Take your time and don't force it. Once you get this replaced properly, your washer should sound smooth as butter again. Let's talk about your agitator next. This is the part that does all the heavy lifting during the wash cycle, spinning clockwise and counterclockwise to move your clothes and get them clean. Over time, agitators can get old and corroded, especially if you're using harsh detergents regularly. Here's a quick test you can do. Reach into the tub and try moving the agitator by hand. You should hear a distinct hard click every time it rotates. If it feels stiff or doesn't click properly, you've found your grinding noise culprit. Replacing an agitator is actually pretty straightforward. You can see on the screen right now the basic process. Twist off that cap on top to reveal the screw or nut underneath. Use the right size screwdriver or wrench to carefully remove it, then lift out the old agitator. Now, depending on how corroded things are, this might take some muscle. I keep a pry bar handy for the stubborn ones. Drop in your new agitator, secure it with the screw, and replace that cap. The difference should be night and day, smooth rotation, and no more grinding sounds. All right, now we're getting into the more complex territory. Tub bearings. These bearings support the entire tub and allow it to move freely during operation. They are usually protected by a seal that keeps water and detergent away from them. But here's what I've learned over the years. If you're using too much harsh detergent or really corrosive cleaning mixtures, that protective seal can break down faster than it should. Once water gets to those bearings, they start wearing out, and that's when you get that grinding noise during spin cycles. I remember this lady who was convinced her washer was possessed because it sounded so terrible. Turns out she'd been using way too much bleach for months and destroyed her tub bearings. Now, replacing tub bearings is the most complex repair in this video. We're talking 2, 3 hours and completely disassembling the tub. Important safety note, this involves heavy components that can cause injury. If you're not comfortable with major appliance disassembly, this is definitely a job for a professional. If you're going to tackle it yourself, take your time and don't be a hero. The tub is heavy, so get some help. You'll need to remove springs, disconnect hoses, and work with some pretty hefty components. The bearing itself might seem stuck at first, but with the right tools and patience, it'll come out. This repair can definitely save you some serious money if you're comfortable doing it yourself. Here's one that catches people off guard: a loose drain pan. Some Whirlpool washers have drain pans underneath to catch any minor leaks and protect your floor. During the spin cycle, your washer vibrates quite a bit, and if that drain pan isn't sitting right or your washer isn't level, you can get grinding or scraping noises as the pan rubs against the machine. This is actually one of the easiest fixes we'll talk about today. Try moving your washer around a bit to see if you can find a more level spot. Sometimes just adjusting the feet or repositioning the machine will eliminate the noise completely. If your floor isn't perfectly level, you might need to prop up one corner slightly. Just be careful not to run your washer at too much of an angle for too long. That can cause other internal parts to shift over time. I had this guy call me out for a grinding noise that turned out to be his drain pan rattling around. Fixed it in about 2 minutes just by leveling the machine properly. Now let's talk about which models you're most likely to see these problems with. You can see the most affected models on the screen right now. While any Whirlpool washer can develop these issues, I see tub bearing problems most often in the Cabrio series top loaders. The key isn't which model you have, it's how well the washer has been maintained over time. These newer models can definitely develop the grinding issues we've been talking about, especially the tub bearing problems. The thing is, it's not really about one model being worse than another. It's more about how the washer's been used and maintained over time. I've seen brand new machines with problems and 20-year-old units that purr like kittens because the owners took good care of them. There you have it, 5 proven solutions for washer grinding noises. Here's your action plan. Start with the quick wins. Check your drain pan level and inspect the pulley belt. These take under 10 minutes each. Then move to the motor coupler and agitator if needed. Save tub bearings for last. And remember, there's no shame in calling a pro for that one. If you guys know someone who's having appliance troubles, please send them the link to this video or a link to my channel where I have tons of other videos showing how to fix pretty common issues with appliances, sometimes for free or as little cost as possible. It sure beats having a repairman come out and spending several hundred for them to fix it when it could be something so simple. If this helped you get your washer running quietly again, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Let me know which fix worked for you. Really helps other people with the same problem. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We'll get this out to more folks who need to save some time and money. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.